Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I have here a short video in which we have Donald Trump, the president-elect and select of the United States of America, embarrassing Keir Starmer and the Great Britain by telling the truth. So, why by telling the truth? Because these people live in an illusion, a mirage. They are delusional, thinking that they're strong and they will take on Russia. And Donald Trump tells them, will you take on Russia? Asking his, in this case, counterpart kind of Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Why? Because Great Britain, likes to fight its enemies, strong, likes to fight its enemies with other people's children, husbands, parents, and so on. Not with them, but they're strong. They're strong. If they want, they do whatever. Well, the empire has been broken and bankrupt since 1945 after they won against the evil Hitler, but then they dropped Europe to evil Stalin. Good job. So, Donald Trump is going to ask Starmer, when Donald Trump is asked a question by a journalist, if Donald Trump would allow the US troops to defend the British troops in case Starmer deploys the British troops in Ukraine. So, Starmer wants to deploy the British troops in Ukraine and says, if the Russians are going to fuck us up, will you help us? Again, let's be together because we're strong. And this is Donald Trump's answer. I will play it for you right now. So right there is the question asked of Donald Trump and his answer, and Trump exposing the limitations of Great Britain, which is, you're kind of weak. But nevertheless, let's go and see what's going on here.
To follow up on that, if British troops are in Ukraine keeping the peace and get attacked by Russia, will you come to their aid?
If the British people are in Ukraine and they get attacked,
If British soldiers in Ukraine.
I've always found about the British, they don't need much help. They can take care of themselves very well.
That sounds like
You know what? No, it sounds like it's evasive, but it's not evasive. The British have been incredible soldiers, incredible military, and they can take care of themselves. But if they need help, I'll always be with the British, okay? I'll always be with them. But they don't need help. You look at their career. You have done very well over the years, haven't you?
We have. I'm very proud of our country. And but we've also always been there backing each other up between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary.
Did he forget the 1812 war? Backing each other up?
We've absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the
Could you take on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
All right, can you take care of Russia by yourselves? No, they can't. That's the problem. You have this illusion that these guys are trying to push on you, that, courage is, collective, and cowardness is individual. Which is, if you are alone and take on Europe, or you take on the world alone, you are a coward somehow. But if we have an alliance, we are strong. So Great Britain, look at its history. I'm not trying to bash Great Britain whatsoever. Great empire until a point, but then it became irrelevant almost on the planetary stage. So it's almost always, even in the Crimean War, it was not Great Britain versus Russia. It was always with someone else, the Turks and the French. If you look at the First World War, again, it was not alone, always with someone. Look at the Second World War. Again, if agreed with the French only together to declare war on Germany. How far do you want me to go? Everywhere they were with someone, but they are strong. On the other hand, you got the Russians, which we are told that they are irrelevant, being alone. You say, well, even look at the First World War, look at the Second World War. Well, except from the Lend-Lease, everything was on the Russians. Everything was on the Russians. Well, the other guys worked and fought in Africa, in the Middle East, and then they started in Italy. The D-Day was just too late at that point. Nevertheless, my point is here, the emperor has no clothes, and Donald Trump revealed that. Now, don't be upset, it's just a limitation. The truth is, one-on-one, you're gonna hurt Russia, but Russia will destroy you. I mean, however you want, you are you. I don't want to put you into this, but Great Britain is an island. You can destroy just by even punching like that in the water next to it. So you don't have to be very accurate. Okay, I hope that never happens. The problem is this weasel, Starmer, with Macron and other weasels, they try to always attack in packs. Because alone, they're becoming irrelevant. And the United States of America is one of the few countries on this planet that can do whatever they want on their own. And it shows. It shows. Have you seen Starmer's? Well, that's the reality. They will not take on Russia. They need everybody else. The problem here is, again, I think I said it 50 times already, it's a little crack somewhere between what the Americans, Trump administration, not the Americans, Trump administration, and the key word is seems to want, versus what the Europeans are pushed into wanting by the same guys on top. Maybe this is just a game. It's just a staged, it's all staged. We're going to play hard to catch and things, and actually I won it. Clearly, Starmer wants troops in Ukraine, but will not send troops alone. That's for sure. Not even together with France. They need the United States of America. The Europeans, as let's take 10 vassal states in Europe, like, I don't know, Denmark, the Netherlands, let's say Great Britain, France, Czech Republic, Poland, the Baltic states. Okay, let's see these vassal states, mainly Germany maybe, but Germany said no. All these guys will never challenge Russia militarily. Never. If the United States is around, they will be all with big, and so on. But the problem is, who started the war in Ukraine? Was it the Europeans? So you're left alone right now, and Europe will have the most. I mean, with the exception of Ukraine, I think Europe is the biggest loser. Not only it's becoming more evident to everybody that they're irrelevant. You can't put up together an army. You can't put your economic sanctions don't work. You need resources. Where do you get resources? From the North Sea? From the Norwegians? That's all. Where do you get the resources? You need it from outside mostly. And outside is Russia and the Arab states and a few other countries that really were kicked in the teeth by the empire at one point. Therefore, they will not cooperate with you probably. And the BRICS is growing. So the point is, courage is somehow collective and cowardness is individual. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.